Now, welcome to the very next episode of turning $30 into $1 million trading portfolio over obviously a very long period of time. So today we took this trade. It's obviously a winner. We had 2 take profits so far. I'll break it down here. But yeah, so far we've, over the course of 3 days now, this is now day 3 obviously, we have taken 3 trades. We lost our first one. The second one, it was a very small win because we pulled out due to break even, and this one is a winner. These were all taken on a 5k funded evaluation because with $30, obviously it's hard to grow $30 in a live account, but it's a lot easier if I use that $30 to get access to more capital. So I bought a 5k funded account, in which case that is obviously what I'm going to try and grow here. So this is a trade I took today. I'm just going to go over a little bit why I took it. It was an excellent setup this morning. I still think it's going to continue bullish. We're in a wee bit of a retracement just now, but I'm really not too worried about it because it is inverse fair value gap and a regular fair value gap. It's just a matter of time in my opinion. But yeah, let's talk through it just now anyway. Okay, so on the 5 minute, we had all of these lows. We had like a double low here, and there was a fair value gap here. Had an order block here that caused this break structure to the upside. As you can see from here, I would call this sort of, we were bearish, now we're bullish here. Okay, like cool, where's liquidity in here? There's a bunch of lows. Low there, lows here that all got swept obviously as well, but more importantly, these sort of more prominent lows, and then this imbalance. And yeah, but first, actually, before I talk about why I took this trade, I missed something that I want to talk about. I missed something I wanted to talk about on the daily time frame on GBP JPY. Again, sorry for all the drawings. These are just areas I'm looking at. We broke structure to the upside on the daily on Wednesday. Obviously, I would class this more of as a break of structure than this, and this is still valid. If you say this is break of structure, I'm like cool, but I was looking at this. I seen this, and then we had a fair value gap form from that break structure that we have just filled perfectly. As you can see, price came in, filled fair value gap. I know all these drawings doesn't help, so I'm going to remove some of them for just now. I'm going to remove this too. Yeah, but look, just came in, wicked past it slightly, but I'm still counting that as filled fair value gap. I know it obviously appeared to be reacting off of it, going towards this daily high, this sort of double high up here, and yeah. So that's why I was bullish. And then I looked on the 1 hour, I was like, cool, what's another reason I'm bullish? I seen this big massive move to the upside that caused that big daily imbalance. Sorry, not the daily imbalance, that caused, you know what I mean, this sort of hourly market structure shift. So I was looking for what caused that, and I was like, cool, probably this order block, because if we look at this here, okay, and we drag it across, magic. So again, this is all just for bias. I'm going to break down why I actually took this trade in a second. This is just explaining why I'm bullish. I was bullish, one reason was for we broke structure to the upside on the daily, and it looks like we're reacting off a fair value gap on the daily time frame. First reason I'm bullish. Second reason I'm bullish, we've seen this massive leg up. Okay, from this leg up, we've seen that this leg up was caused by, initially we had this sort of impulsive move here. We tapped back into the order block that caused this impulsive move, massive rally. Okay, I'm accepting this bearish candle here, this black bearish candle, as our sort of bullish order block. Price came, tapped into it again, move up, almost tapped into it, but that's our liquidity sweep, as you can see, of this hourly low and this low over here as well, both swept, and that's what obviously is called our leg up. But obviously I didn't have this here, so if we look prior to 7, sort of left of this dotted line, you can see exactly why I was bullish at this point. I then went to the 15 minute, like I said. I seen these lows get swept inside of this imbalance as well. I seen this get filled. I was like, cool, this is all aligning with me. Obviously we went past it slightly, but I was like, yeah, it's cool. I'm still counting that's pretty validated. I then zoomed in on the 5 because I didn't see anything I like too much on 15. I seen this fair value gap and inverse get filled. Price then reacted off it with this bullish candle. I actually entered at the top of the reaction because I wanted to break a structure after the after this fair value gap got filled, because the wick came so low. I was like, cool, I'm going to need something more. Ended up price came back into this sort of inverse and regular fair value gap a few times before sort of rallying off, but our area that we expected price to come back to was obviously pretty spot on today. Couldn't have got it much better if I tried, which is quite nice. Stop loss was, I can't remember exactly, it was down here. It might have been a wee bit tighter, it might have been around here, but obviously we're at break even now. My take profits were, if we look on the hourly, first take profit, if I get rid of this, first take profit was this hourly bearish order block. Obviously I don't want to be taking much risk against that. Take profit 2 was the start of this mega bearish fair value gap that I'm obviously a wee bit worried about price tanking after, but I'm still very bullish because we've had such an impulsive move to the upside. Still think we're going to continue rallying. Yeah, my take profit 3 is not actually this. That was from earlier showing you the market structure shift. My take profit 3 is here. Again, I would probably like to go up here, but I just think that's a wee bit meaningless considering take profit 4 is just there. So I'm just going here with the start of this sort of move up prior to move down. So I think that's a good place to take profit. And then TP4 is, of course, that daily high that we spoke about earlier. Here. I was going to go for TP5 up here if I'm being totally honest, and I still might leave like an incredibly small amount running for that because I do think that's sort of the overall direction the market's going, but I mean, at the same time it's going to be a very small amount if I do leave anything running at all. But yeah, as you can see, it's just a pretty solid trade overall. So today we are up, I think it's 0.5%, which means that we're up more than 0.5%. I think we're up 0.7%. Again, I'm going to send screenshots into the free group, the free Discord, so all the evidence for screenshots and whatnot will all be in there, just to obviously back up what I'm saying. So that way you guys have sort of all the photographs and whatnot that you need. And yeah, so that'll all be sent in there, just so that way there's like a record of everything. It's good for me to have a record of everything as well. And yeah, so it was a good day today. Because we finally ate up that loss that we took on the first day. That was bigger than expected because of me messing up the spread on this prop firm. I miscalculated the spread, which is my fault. Absolutely. So it was nice to obviously just get that out of the way. But yeah, other than that, let's have a look at the GBP USD. This was a practice trade I took. I didn't actually take this trade. I still prefer this as an overall trade to this. Obviously, I chose the GBP trade over this one, the GBP JPY trade. If we look here on the hourly on GU, I'm going to remove, the range. Let me remove everything. Okay, similar to GJ, massive bullish move. We've just taken out a bunch of liquidity, taken out more liquidity, and we're in a massive imbalance here, obviously, on the daily time frame. We had this, I classed this as a sweep of all these lows. These lows here, this candle, if we go into 15 minute. Here we swept lows. I'm classing this at 7 AM as a liquidity sweep of this low over here and this low here. So I'm like, brilliant. That's exactly what we needed. If we zoom in on the 5, we had this mega move to the upside that obviously made me pretty bullish. Inverse fair value gap. If I drag it across, inverse fair value gap here. Price entered it. Apologies for the sniffles, guys. I'm pretty stuffed with a cold today, if I'm being honest. Not too well. We ended up tapping into this order block. As you can see, and that's eventually what caused price to rally. But eventually I thought that the bullish fair value gap here and bearish fair value gap here was enough. So I took like a practice entry there, if you like. I just put one target because I'm not marking out multiple targets for a practice trade. I targeted this bullish order block prior to this leg down. Obviously it hit. If we took this trade with one take profit, would have been 3.61. Obviously, again, just a practice. If we look at UK 100 today, I'm actually surprised with how UK 100 is moving. It's not moving as nice as it usually does. If we look at the daily, though, we just came further into this imbalance. So I'm still very bullish. UK 100 overall. It's just last few days been pretty bearish. But yeah, price action today has just been really, really bad, as you can see. So no practice trades or anything. Realistically, actually, I like this. In terms of I want it to keep consolidating going into tomorrow. Obviously, I'll probably move a little bit, but eventually we'll be looking for, if I can do this just to show you, eventually we'll be looking for something like a sweep into like one of these lower imbalances, or this sort of inverse imbalance over here, sort of a sweep into this area, break a structure, fair value gap, and then rally. Something along those lines. So I'm kind of looking at all of these lows being swept, and something like this inverse fair value gap. Something along those lines. Again, this is not a today problem. This is like a tomorrow problem. So we'll cross that bridge. A Monday problem. So we'll cross that bridge when you come to it. Honestly, though, I see it. We're due a big rally on UK 100. We are really due one, which is nice, because the further it would drop and we keep taking out lows like this, lows like this, lows like this, I mean, the more sort of liquidity we're engineering to rally higher. So I'm actually really, even though on the short term today it's not ideal, the long term it's going to be beneficial for us to be patient and to wait. And then obviously we've got clear sort of price targets up here with this high and this high that we can target later on. But yeah, that's it today. We're up, which is nice. But yeah, we just got to keep remaining patient as much as possible, which is, it's not fun, but it's an absolute must. Let's have a quick last look at how our trade's going on. It's going fine. I'm going to do a weekly market recap tonight as well. So when this trade concludes, either I'll close it manually if it gets to like FOMC time and we're making no progress. I know obviously GBP JPY, but I mean, US news has been having a heavy impact on GBP JPY lately. So if we're not in a place I want to be, even though FOMC is obviously USD, if we're not in a place I'm happy with prior to that news coming out, I will just close it manually. But if I'm happy with everything, I'll obviously let it run if I'm happy enough that US dollar news won't impact sort of our pound yen trade too much. I'll just leave it running. But I'm still pretty confident that we'll maybe at least come back to OTP2 because of these triple equal highs, and then hopefully sort of rally up to TP3 or TP4. But that's the game plan for today. So I'll have a weekly market recap. We'll look at all the trades over the week. A sort of preview going into next week, what I'll be looking for next week, and I'll do a proper breakdown. And yeah, we'll have a look at what happened. That way it's some entertainment for you guys with this one, and then some educational stuff for the next one. Alright, but thank you all for sitting with me again. I hope that you found value, and we're starting to make some progress on this, which is nice considering that we're only 3 days into a multi-year series, which will only get better. Also, last thing, sorry, before I go, I am obviously very new to this YouTube stuff, but I want to say that I'm here to stay. So any criticism at all is more than welcome in the comments. I know right now the sort of standard of video isn't the best, so any criticism at all, just send it over. Don't worry about hurting my feelings, because I honestly don't care. I just want to get better. So any criticism at all, just put it in the comments for me. I'll obviously see them straight away because I've got notifications on for it on my phone, and I will over time make those adjustments so it's easier for you guys to watch and easier for you guys to sort of take on board and learn from what I'm saying, especially with the course coming out, which is taking me a long time to write the script, and it will take me a long time because it's going to be like 80 episodes long. But yeah, big episode today in terms of this, just because there was a lot to talk about, because the market was pretty busy today in terms of there was loads of setups other than UK 100. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you later tonight with a market review for the week.